Love to see my people coming together, where everybody participates. Just because it's a brighter day.
Time for us to conquer. Plus butoy ñu fompa luñ wara def ñu def ko bu nangu sax mu romba ndax ñu ñoy nawi réew mi den wara express suñ boppa spread peace love and light ndax lu baax leen wara samp.
Activista is a global youth network, a network of young people, students and musicians under the aegis of Action Aid International, and the work we do mostly center on the social injustice and eradicating poverty. We do this through campaigns, advocacy, and civic engagement and awareness raising of young people, women, and local communities. Activista working in collaboration with National Endowment for Democracy on a project titled Enhancing Democratization Processes Through Youth Leadership and Participation. This project came about after the December elections, in which Jammeh was defeated after years of dictatorship in the country.
I've already made it very clear that I will never rule this country without your mandate since we started elections. And I will never cheat or dispute the elections, because this is the most transparent, rig-proof elections in the whole world. You Gambians have decided that I should take the back seat.
After the realization of that change, Activists deemed it necessary to work with National Endowment for Democracy in order to create space for youth political participation and to strengthen and consolidate the democratic movement in the country.
Looking at the challenges that young people face in the country, there are always challenges when it comes to participation in decision-making and other political processes. So we deem it necessary to look for funding that will make sure that we come up with activities and innovations that will promote young people's participation. And this is done through inception workshops where engage stakeholders of our country, bringing them together to discuss on issues that are affecting young people, and also to come up with recommendations to enhance this political participation. As a network, we were able to train at least 200 young youth advocates from all the regions of this country. So those advocates are currently working in their respective communities in making sure that they are able to engage politicians, policymakers, community leaders in making sure that the space is created so that young people will be able to participate. Part of the activities that we also did was to organize a regional stakeholder engagement where we targeted TAG members, governors, and other community influential leaders. So in these discussions, we are also looking at the challenges faced by young people in the decision-making process of our nation.
The National Endowment for Democracy funded project has been engaging me as a campaign coordinator for Activista The Gambia. And since then, I am able to at least strengthen my capacity as a national campaign coordinator for Activista and to further strengthen my ability in campaign and advocacy. And to my fellow volunteers, it has been also a capacity building program for them. And looking at the country and at large, we all know the Gambia is newly into democracy, and we were able to at least further strengthen the capacity of youths to at least know what democracy is all about. We've gone from the length and breadth of the country to at least sensitize people to know what democracy is all about, to also advocate for good governance and transparency and accountability.
We've got the willpower for a good governance. We are the change that we want. Yeah, it's time for growth. I'm the lohosi soon you development. Togetherness is the key. Lo lige rek ngay go.
The NET project was a very important project to me as an individual, because this is a project that was here to train and teach us the importance of democracy, the importance of good governance, and the importance of transparency. As we are aware that democracy is a process, and within that process it has to go with transparency and accountability. This is what the project came to teach us. During the training, we've learned a lot. We've shared experience with our colleagues, and we also learn how to be accountable, or how to make our elected leaders or our representatives be accountable to the people that elects them. After being trained, now I'm a trainer, to be able to train other people on the importance of democracy, on the importance of good governance and accountability as well. So therefore this NET project was very important for us. It helps us a lot, and we were equipped to be able to know and claim our rights as citizens.
Before attending this training, I was always there to always shout on people and then talk on top of my voice, because I feel I'm an advocate and I want to be an activist who want to tell people what I want to tell them, and they must listen. But this training made me believe that for you to be able to talk to people, you first of all have to have that rapport with them, make sure they are willing to listen, and as an advocate, you should be able to have that sense of humor in you to make sure you have that rapport with people, to make them listen to you before you start sensitizing about what you want to sensitize about. The message I will have for Activista and NET for this wonderful project is to first of all thank them for coming up with the initiative, and then to please advise them for at the end of the training of these youth advocates, for them to go around again and see whether Fatu Cisse, who joined them from this 3 days level, has been doing what they expected me to do as an advocate.
The Gambian community at large, there's a norm that, people believe youths should not take part in politics or like in decision making. I've learned that should not be the case, and youths are the very ones who should break that barrier, help our fellow youths to understand that, and the parents also to do away from that.
In the country, as far as we are saying democracy, but most of us did not know what is democracy. For that being the case, I find it very interesting to be part of the training, to know more about democracy, its principles, and good governance. Yeah, we have learned democracy is the government of the people, by the people, and for the people.
Before I came to this program, I know nothing about democracy, because I was thinking, people were thinking democracy is anything you feel like that's what you want to do. You have freedom of expression. If you want to go and demonstrate, you go and demonstrate anything you want to do. But I believe now democracy is the power to the people, because now I know what are my rights. I have believed that youths now can participate in national development. With the knowledge I gather inside this camp, I have now believed people can stop leaders from being a dictator.
Mo jama malon même démocratie priétaire fam bulu na indépendant of famo tobe la démocratie le kam démocratie mo ñanta respect ko dilala le a respect ko le mun tol famo la dahara ngoti me yalan ko sire sama wala be banko tenkundila and wala be banko fanan nafala ka tambri banko be kan katandi mo la mun démocratie wo mo kulete mi yalan ko maya dal bake menuma long wol France long ka be laari nyamen démocratie be laari loi la kam
mo jamal be sirine ka fo banko be mine kelan toliye bari ite be min kelano banko e ite la wonyanto anyanda ka futa dulal to janding banko be min kelete abe futala anun démocratie mu minti amanke komin kanyoneng démocratie mu minati mi yalan ko ngaminke miye na start republic o nyin mi ya nati wolam election o wolam democracy de mo mi yalon ko molbe nyantol ke ni nga candidate soto mi yalon ko ay qualification o soto al nga carte di wala se Gambia sambano parti manta Gambia sambala parti be division o da maleke la Gambia kono division o drong parti ka wala ke nyi Gambia banko gam because ndem mandin koldi ngondemu UDP lek ndem fuloldi ngondemu GDC lek ndemu joladi ngondemu APRC leti.
There cannot be a democracy where a percentage of the population is being marginalized and excluded. So we want to see a society where young people are included, where young people are empowered, where young people create the space for themselves to participate and to make choices when it comes to politics and the democratization process of this country. And we believe we will be able to make it by the end of this project.
So salaso to Tol be killing symbol man si anyoti. So sala solemu. Bar nyimbe te kela no. Karte fay goma. Ur ila karte mutavaye bambam. Wole la symboti.